Hey guys, I'm Stephon White, and this is I'd Buy That for $1, the weekly movie review series on LRM Online, in which I review films that cost me $1. Today I am joined by fellow contributor, writer, and host of LRM Ranks It, Kyle Malone.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? I don't know why I just did the I'm not a crook Richard Nixon peace sign, but I did. I have no idea why I did that, but I did. So, yeah, I am not the crook. No, what's up, everybody? How's it going, Stephon?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right, Kyle. How you hanging today?
I'm doing all right.
Cool, man. Glad to have
you. Chilling. Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, man. So this week, for I Buy That for $1, we're actually discussing a film that you chose, right?
Yeah, and we'll get to whether or not I'm happy that I chose it here in a little bit. But yeah, I did. I chose this movie, The Age of the Dragons. And it is with Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And that's about the only big name that I really recognized from it.
Hey, no, Vinnie Jones is in there too, man.
Oh, Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones. I forget. Vinnie Jones, he's
I was like, is that Vinnie Jones? Is that Vinnie Jones?
Yeah. He has a part in there.
Yeah.
Sure. But Glover and Jones, absolutely, excuse me, some of you guys might know, if you don't know Vinnie Jones, he's been in a couple of Guy Ritchie films, most famously Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and played Sphinx in Gone in 60 Seconds. I think that's the two places most people should recognize that character.
Yeah. Oh,
and he played one of the soccer hooligans in Euro Trip.
And he did Midnight Meat Train, too. He was,
Yep.
That guy with the hand.
That one's a little bit more obscure, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, stick to the Guy Ritchie references. He was in Snatch. Cool. Yeah, so it was interesting.
But yeah, I saw. Yep, I saw it at the dollar bin, and I saw Dragons, Donald Glover, Vinnie Jones, and it's like, yep, buying that. Why not?
Oh man, watching this thing when it first came on, the first feeling I got was that it was it just felt like Sci-Fi Channel, like made for TV.
Yes, absolutely.
But it is and the synopsis though. I mean, it's called Age of Dragons, and it's actually it's a retelling of the Moby Dick story, right? But with dragons.
Yeah, Moby Dick with dragons
on land, and they even have land ships, Kyle.
Yes, that was stupid.
Yeah, man. I was like, "This is why that
we need
so
to drop
small?
Anchor here on this land ship."
Yeah, right.
What?
Man, I'm watching this thing.
You mean put the parking brake on?
The parking brake, and how do they get up mountains in that thing? I think the wheels were wooden. I was just like, all right, I'll go with it. Suspending
ridiculous.
All belief. But man, so initially, I mean. It sounds like they painted a pretty cool world. I mean, everything supposedly runs on dragon oil, so you got to kill these dragons to, so it's like, all right, it's an interesting dynamic. And then, we see these dragons, and what would you rate them, the dragons? What would you rate them on a scale from like 1 to 10, with like 10 being like perfect Godzilla or Game of Thrones or something, 9 being
okay,
Pacific
so
Rim.
not counting the low quality CGI, I mean, the dragons are a good solid 8 as far as the way they look and act, but with the CGI factor included, yeah, those dragons are about a 5.
Yeah, I'd say about a weak 5, man. Yeah. Yeah. But it was and oh my God, Danny Glover, his acting of Ahab was like it was so over the top, man. He was a ruthless like villain / main character. I couldn't stop laughing, man. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be a good thing or a bad thing either. It's one of those performances where you're just like, this guy needed a paycheck. He had something he had to buy.
Yeah.
Or he had something he had to pay off.
Yep.
And so he just was like, hey, I'm that guy that was on Lethal Weapon,
This is not
that was me.
Guy.
So
it's not the same. This is light years.
You got something?
From...
I did this other film, Predator 2. Yep. You ever hear of that one? Not the one with Arnold, not the ones with the other aliens. The one in between that.
Yeah.
That was me. Yeah, I need legitimately, my baby needs new shoes. So can I do a
I
part
can imagine
in the movie?
him saying that in this the accent that he used to portray Ahab. Man.
Yeah,
that'd be great. It was he's such a lunatic, man.
I guess he plays the part of a crazy dude very well, but it is, like you said, very cheesy and over the top.
Yeah, he's crazy, mofo, man. He's like the reveal for, like, it was all this build up, and then we finally see him, and then he reveals the scars. I guess the dragon, was that white dragon that burned him or something at one point. When
he was younger, way back. Like, that's what it opens up with.
Okay.
The movie, yep.
And he's an unreliable narrator because it's kind of set up like he's, a good guy on a positive sort of quest, and then there's a twist, and it's like, no, he was a coward, and not only that, but he killed basically his adopted daughter's dad or something.
Yeah. And when they finally make it to the white dragon or pale dragon, I can't remember if they call it the white dragon or pale dragon or whatever, but when they finally track down Moby Dick,
yeah, right.
His daughter, Rose, I think was her name, finds out. Was it Rose?
I don't even recall, man. It might have been Rose. It could have been. I don't know. There was Ishmael. There were so many different names going on in this thing.
Yeah. Anyway, it was an R name. Yeah. They find out, or she sees her dad's bones, and he's got a spear in him, and so she figures out that Ahab, speared her dad, and she's like, "Oh, I know what you did." And then there's like a fight between them, and Ishmael is saved by Kwee or Kwee, and it's just. Like, literally, this is Moby Dick with dragons.
That's basically it. And
it's nowhere near as cool as I thought Moby Dick with dragons would be.
No, man. I thought it was going to be like, did you ever see this trailer that came out? I think it was like a few years ago. There was something like some film where they were like sky whales or something. And like big ships in the air. I got to look up the trailer and so I can actually properly reference it, but I thought it was gonna be something like that where it's like
some like airships and shit,
that'd been
hunting down
cool.
dragons.
But they're like on
that
the
could have
land,
been better.
It's like on the land. You're kind of all right, I guess. Budget friendly.
And their ship even kind of looks like a boat.
It does
on land.
Man, why would it's like they just took a boat, put wheels on it. It was like, fuck it, let's go.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Man. And that I've got to talk about that moment where Danny Glover's Ahab is when he's actually approached about killing the girl whose name begins with a R, maybe Rose, when she confronts him about killing the dad, and he just like admits it like it's nothing. He's like, he was a coward. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is top notch.
And then he has a moment where he's all like still hiding stuff. You find out that he's still hiding stuff.
Yeah.
And he, let's see here. Her name is going to bug the crap out of me. Sophia Pernis.
Okay.
Is the lady that played, and Rachel, not Rose, Rachel. There we go.
There's an R.
Look how professionally set up we were for this recording.
Yeah.
Rachel, not Rose.
Rachel.
That whole scene where she confronts him and he's like, your father was a coward and I will not accept cowards. And then he's like, but wait, it's my fault. I am the coward.
Yeah.
And then he goes and tells the story about how he ran away the first time, leaving somebody else to die.
The whole setup for the
film gets all burned up. Yeah, gets all burned up, goes on vengeance. And when Rachel's dad runs away from the fight, he kills him.
Right. Which makes no sense,
Instead of being understanding, like, oh, dude, I totally get it. Yeah.
I totally get it. Yeah.
We should totally fucking run.
He's a lunatic, man. Like,
yeah.
It is, it was an interest. Man, the movie, like, the most interesting thing about it, honestly, was just watching Danny Glover just ham it up. And just, because I've never seen him do this before. So I'm sitting there perplexed, man. I'm like, I got to see more. What's he going to do next? And he just ramps it up continuously, trying to outdo himself with this ludicrous.
The crew that he has with them, with Vinnie Jones and Ishmael and Kwee and Rachel and all that, they try to get you to connect with those characters a little bit, make you feel like You know, they're a band of merry men and women going off on an adventure. Yeah. They have a guy at the very beginning that warns them against, you know, signing the deal with Rachel to go after the white dragon.
Right.
You know, following the beats from the book. But they didn't take advantage of anything that they could have to make it more exciting than the book. The book and the story of the book in and of itself is very boring. I mean, it's all, I think the word I'm looking for is allegory. It's all, right. You know, metaphor for other stuff.
Sure.
But a lot of that doesn't come through in movies. You're there to watch dragons and humans fight.
Turn off your mind and just,
and
you know.
We don't get a lot of dragons. There is one where you think, oh man, this cool scene they set up where they find that herd of dragons.
Yeah,
it's like, man, 30, there's about to be like dragons, this massive, you know? Fight.
Oh my god.
No, they go and kill all the dragons in their sleep.
Hibernating. Just like, I was like, come on, one of you guys is going to wake up. Really? Just quiet.
No cool
death
fight.
Screams. Just, they're dying quietly, man. It was ridiculous.
Yep.
You know.
As a matter of fact, I think humans kill more humans in this movie than dragons do. I think there's very few deaths by dragon. There's like 2 or 3 people totally killed by dragons.
Yeah, and we even have dragon on dragon.
Yep.
You know.
A little dragon on dragon action.
Yeah,
there,
man.
You know?
It's in there for
a little D&D.
Yeah. But yeah, man, if you had to God, yeah, I don't know about, would you buy this for $1, Kyle?
So I already did, but
yeah,
no.
You did, right?
I am not recommending Age of the Dragons to anybody to go out and purchase for $1. Look up clips online. Yeah, take Moby Dick and literally even some lines I seem to remember from the book or from other, you know, TV movie adaptations are the same. They take no liberty with the world that they created to do something different.
Right. It seems like it could be a cool thing.
Yeah, there was potential to take the core element of Moby Dick, add it to dragons, and do something different. But they didn't do that. They just did Moby Dick with dragons.
Yeah.
White dragon instead of a white whale. That's it.
That's it. One dragon ship in an entire world where everybody's supposed to be hunting dragons for money. You know, no fleets of dragon hunting land ships.
Nope. And you get other than the crew that you meet, you know, Ahab's crew, you meet one other group of humans, and that's at a bar
right
at the beginning of the film, and then they all sign on to go on this adventure, and from there on out, and it was very dry too, man. It was a lot, like whenever you don't have Donald Glover on screen, it's dry.
Yeah, was that main
and
character,
the romance between
Was Ishmael wearing a fake beard or something, man? I was so distracted.
I'm not sure.
I'm like, is he sweating?
Yeah, facial hair
is his
didn't
face
look too
sweating?
good.
Or is that makeup? Is it running? I couldn't tell. It was throwing me off, man.
Yeah, some stuff about his face, including his hair, looked a little off. And another aspect as far as the acting goes, they shoehorned in a relationship or a love story with Rachel and Ishmael, and it didn't feel real. It didn't have any chemistry to them whatsoever.
No.
So
could have had Nick Nolte doing that. It would have felt realer, you know.
So what do you think? Would you go and buy this for $1?
I would not buy this for $1, Kyle. It was no, I couldn't recommend it either. You know, like I go with what you say. If you want to see, if you want to have a good laugh, just go on YouTube and watch some of Danny Glover's scenes as Captain Ahab. You know, that's a good time. We should do a meme about that, as a matter of fact. I'm going to brainstorm a meme right after this call. But other than that, yeah, I couldn't recommend it. It was overly long. You know, I could maybe if it was like 70 minutes, I could go 70 minutes, cut out the beginning and just throw me smack dab with crazy Captain Ahab or something. But you know, it was too long, man.
Yeah, I think it was an hour and 38 minutes or something like that. Yeah, it's like 98 minutes, almost 100-minute movie.
Yeah,
and they don't utilize their time very well at all.
Not at all. Well, folks, you've heard it. We would not buy this for $1. All right, guys, thanks for checking out another episode of I Buy That for $1. Thanks for also visiting lrmonline.com. Again, I am Stephon White, and you can find my writings on LRM online, or if you're on Twitter, you can check me out there at Stephon White 13. Kyle, where can we find you?
You can find me at that Kyle Malone on Twitter. I also write the Cantina every Thursday on lrmonline.com. And also every Tuesday you can find me and some of these other great contributors, including sometimes Stephon White at LRM Ranks It on the LRM YouTube channel. So look forward to that. And yeah, happy holidays. I'm festive today, Stephon. I've got my famous red and black Santa hat on. I took down the lights, but yeah, I'm in the spirit, the
Kyle's
dark spirit, hence the black and red
jolly
hat.
today. Oh man, you're it's like Vader over there, Vader claws. All right, guys, that was another episode, and until next time.